All right, today I just got done moving my pigs. We are coming into a heat wave. It's been our average temperatures been low 70s, I would say, for the past few weeks. Um, Last week we had a few days like 76 degrees Fahrenheit and a couple of days in the 60s, down in the 50s at night. 2 weeks ago we were in the 40s at night, and this week they're predicting tomorrow, which will be Monday, uh, 96 degrees, feels like temperature 100 and something or other. And I'm trying to get my pigs, all my animals, in the best situation to deal with that temperatures as possible because they're not used to it. I know there's parts of the world that animals can easily take the those temperatures, but I none of mine can. I believe. Well, they can. They're not going to do well on it. So, but this is our pig tractor. It is 8 feet wide and about 18 feet long. Panels, the hog panels on the side are 16 footers, and then that's about 2.5 feet back there. So I didn't build this; I bought it, and somebody else had built it and used it to run two pigs in. I think as long as they're moved daily, it's plenty big enough. But ideally, I would have this side yard all fenced off. We'll go walk that. I'd have this whole side fenced off um, to have separate paddocks for pigs, but pigs are hard to keep in unless you electric fence train them. And I have tried that in the past, and I don't know if didn't have a hot enough charger or not, wasn't moving them fast enough. But occasionally they would get out, and it was a disaster. I have neighbors that don't want pigs in their yard, so there's that. So I ran them up through here. I planted back cover crop behind them. Rob from Dado Family Farms, he has a lot of better information on this, but you see buckwheat. I threw some oats, some annual rye, wheat. It's way too warm for many of those, but they seem to be coming up just fine. Some spots better than others. With all the rain, I have been trying to keep them somewhat out of the mud. I know pigs like mud, but I don't think they want to. I don't think it's best for them to be just in solid mud. So I ran them down that tree line over there to a little bit drier, give them some shelter for the rain. Came up through here earlier in the spring, planted cover crop, and we're going to get this whole side area run with pigs, ground broken, planted back, and then the fall I will come through and I'll actually till this whole thing and plant it in winter rye so that my next year pigs will have winter rye to eat in the early spring. Probably put some meat birds on winter rye too. Um, does well here. The This section, it's 360 feet. I know that because I fenced it by roughly 120, and um, I it's been a dump site for dirt dug out of the pond and compost area. It's been kind of neglected. It's outside the fence of the garden, so I used it before with pigs with just a couple of hog panel paddocks, and I didn't really like that. I want to move them more. So you can see some of where they've been. They've rooted it up pretty good. Some of it I've raked back out, and some of it I haven't. Um, it's kind of the disaster they leave behind. But the soil over here, it's very similar to my garden, but it it's wetter at times, even though it's on a slope. It's wetter at times and very compacted. I know that years and years and years ago, probably 50 years ago, when they hayed this land used to be corn, and then I think in the 70s they just started haying it, and they would load hay wagons over here. So I'm not sure if that's what the compaction is from, but you can just digging around with a shovel or post auger. There's a definite like transition. The grass was always different over here. When I bush hogged this, there was no brush over here because originally my property looked like that back there 20 years ago when I moved here. But this section didn't even have brush. So I'm not sure. But we are going to run pigs through it, get it broken up, let them eat what's here. They seem to like eating the grass somewhat. They don't get a lot of nutrition off of it, but they get something. And then I'll plant this cover crop behind them. And then when that's gone through, so we'll try to make 2 rotations through this throughout the summer. And then we will till it all, get it all nice and flat back to a pasture type setting. Again, usable ground, and plant it in winter rye. The deer will come and eat some of that, which is fine. And then next spring, we'll put pigs back on it, or meat birds. Let them, you know, eat that up, and we'll get this kind of mess that I have made some of and is here straightened out. This is my compost pile. I have it tarped because of excessive rain. I flipped it, I don't know, probably 5 days ago, 4 days ago. We're on our last flip. We're starting to cool down now. We're down to 128 degrees. Saw 160 out of it for a couple days, which was a little high. Try to shoot for 130, but I got my 130 5 times out of it, so it'll be pretty good compost. But you got to keep the water off so it's under a tarp. Too much rain. And this is the wood chip stuff that doesn't break down, and it's been run through the compost sifter. So there we are. Bacon and sausage are destroying this. It's amazing. Like, they don't save anything for later. This video has been going 8 minutes, and I moved them probably 3 minutes before. So they just root everything. But they're going to be parked here. I will not move them until the heat wave's over. They'll be parked here for 3 days. So I may end up getting some hay to throw in. We'll see how it is. Pigs are pretty good about using the bathroom in one spot. They always use that far front corner. So I don't want it to get smelly, but I also don't want them dying from heat exhaustion. So that's why I have this weird looking roof over it too, just some more shade. It worked, keep some water off when it was raining nonstop, but now we're going into extreme heat. And you can see the little weedy trees that I don't want. They appear to be delicious because they're eating them. So there you go. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. Thanks for watching.